but it's the difference in goals. Darcy Cameron averages one of them a game. So we're set to play round 18 of the NEAFL. It's the Swans and the Lions. Swans kicking it to the right-hand side of your NEAFL TV. Not a breath of wind blowing here at the SCG. Ruckman do battle. Cameron won it down. Swans should get the first clearance. Bounced out of Flanagan's hands and it came to Beams. Beams' underground kick inside 50 is perfect. Who wants it? Big fly. Mark spilled by Dawson. Came out ground level near the pocket. Lions a chance. Beams flicked it back via hand. Chip kick to the top of the goal squares. Perla. Give them the dream start. Comes in. Drop punt. Oh, made the goal umpire work, but he slotted it.
Good use of it. Handballed quickly. Good use of it again through the middle. This is where they've had success. Can they find a target? They can indeed. Find their second of the afternoon. Pretty good connection off the boot. Distance might be a problem. Touched on the goal line, is it? Lions like it. It's a goal, in fact, so they have their second. Diving mark was dropped. Swans might get out of jail, or it might open back up. Here is a chance for the Lions to find their third. They have. Ryan Lester it is. Puts it straight through the middle.
Got Bell lurking off the side of this pack. If Cameron can win it, goes to the other side. Snap around the body. I think that's good for the Swans. First of the game it is. So the Swans finally hit the scoreboard. Took them all of 12 minutes.
Pressure at ground level though. Wins the footy back for the Swans. Now they fire inside forward 50. Cameron the target. Oh, he could have taken the mark. Had it taken off him.
Fell right into his bread basket.
So he should convert from this kind of range. Looked good off the boot. He was celebrating before it split the middle. And the Swans are back. They have their second straight. And they trim the margin to 7.
Late in this first quarter, it's the Lions leading by 8 points. Brown bangs it to the hot spot. Amadi flies. Couldn't mark on this occasion. Lions with numbers. Came back to Amadi. Snapped a kick. Howard snaps a kick. It's a goal.
That man Rayner, does he put it on the toe? No, he dishes it off to a teammate. Here's a chance for Bell. Will it bounce through? It will, in fact. That's the start they wanted. They find their fourth, and they go to the front for the first time this afternoon.
Geez, how unlucky are you? A game of footy. We love the oval ball. The Lions players then, they had numbers across half-back. Though the Lions with numbers ran out of defence beautifully by Bailey. Goes long to half-forward, inside 50. It's Ballenden there. He can run onto this one. Wrapped up in a tackle, holding the footy surely. Umpire called play on. Lions still powering forward. Wooler there, flicks a handball out. Snap around the body's an absolute beauty. And the Lions have the quick reply.
Got a better result. They have the footy back here. Again, it's Cox in that sweeping role. Can he find a target inside 50? Barrett wasn't too far away. Making it back here. Bailey was on the scene too. Wooler puts it on the boots. He's kicked another. So the Lions answer back. In fact, it's Corey Lyons who puts it straight through the middle. Distance behind that. Again, it's the Swans that come up with the footy. They're winning around the contest at the moment. Can they take a mark inside forward 50? Cameron went without it. Crumbs fall the way of Sydney. Free kick coming to them. Cameron should kick this one to draw us level. He loves it. He was celebrating. And it went straight through the middle. So we are all locked up at the SCG. Cameron with his first of the day.
2 goals apiece in this second quarter. Swans defence under a bit of pressure. Here's Keys. Gave it to Stackelberg. Wrapped up in a tackle. Got boot to ball to the top of the goal square. Pack of players punched away. Lurking, picking it up. Spaley. Snap around the body. I think it's good. I think it's very good. It's a goal for the Lions. And they get around Zach Bailey. Take a bounce if he can shrug the tackle. He can actually go and have a shot. Instead chips it to the tip of the goal square. Fantastic option by Jake Barrett. Breville comes in to give the Lions a 2-goal advantage. Make no mistake, he's got it.
Yeah, never looked like missing. And it was Barrett, just his pace, just broke open the game. As I said, thought he had taken the wrong option, but it worked out.
Advantage paid the way of Beams. Inside 50, underground sort of kick. It will bounce in front of the intended target. Came back to Stackelberg. Weighs the options up and drills a beautiful team goal for the Lions. Picking it up, there's Cox. Geez, he can run, can't he? He can take a bounce in the middle of the kick ground. Ran his 15. Got it to half forward. Bouncing ball. Good pick up there from Bailey. Uses the pocket beautifully. This to take it out to a 24-point game-high lead. Tried the nana, but he centered the footy on his boot. Goes to the hot spot. Keys is there. Snap around the body. There's a whistle. Is the advantage paid? It is. Good goal for the Lions. Great crumbing work by Keys. That ball could bring rain as it's cut off by Armady, who'll go inside 50. Big chance here for the Swans to kick their first of the second half. Running onto it, Rayner picked the footy up at the top of the goal square and dribbled it home. The crowd loved that one. The Swans have their first of this second half. Lions inside 50. Smith won this one down. Flicked a handball, searching. Sloan got it, gave it to Cox. Cox 55 out. Short kick's a beauty. So kick, it struck beautifully. Drop punt on the way, and he's got it. It's a great goal there from Curry, his first of the season, and the Lions are out to 23 points. So the free kick will go the way of Joey Reinhardt. Boot to ball to the hot spot. Big fly from behind, third back, and the mark's paid. He's kicked 20 goals for this year. That includes one earlier today. Shouldn't miss from here, and doesn't. So we're back to 24 points here at the SCG, and Cameron just breathes a bit of life back into this Sydney side.
To be in the ruck. Crumbs go the way of the Swans. They need to be clean here with their use of it. They don't want to present a chance to the Lions. They've done that. If they can get a mark, it's all the Lions around the footy. Off the deck. Is that Bailey again? Soccers it off the deck, and that's not what the Swans wanted to start this term. To find it, it's that man Stoddart, soccering off the ground, can only find the Lions. Skinner rebounds inside forward 50. Can they find a mark? It's all Sydney back there. They all looked at each other. No one took the mark. May have presented a chance. Bailey sets it up nicely. Beams takes the mark. Commentators curse, can come back and bite you. Can Beams make it a 6-goal lead for the Lions? Got pretty close to the mark. Has he snuck it through? He has indeed. So the Swans have a mountain to climb now.
And he'll look to centre it. Towers calls for it and marks 15 out straight in front. Perhaps add a little bit of respectability, and for the Swans first of this last quarter. You don't miss him from 15 out, and if you do, you just shouldn't. Wooler couldn't mark, used his body well, flicked it up forward towards Quint, couldn't get a shot off, came back to Ballenden. Assess the situation beautifully, and the Lions have another.
Well, it was take your pick there for Brisbane. 5 or 6 players loose inside forward 50. In the end, they worked it out.
Beautiful mark. Just his eyes never left the footy there, Dawson. And he'll go short to the pocket. Smart kick. Starts his approach. Alexa drop punt. Geez, that's a beautiful kick. That is a beautiful kick from Toby Wooler from a really tight pocket. And the Lions are out to a 48-point lead.
Don't want to let it slip here late. Again, it's all too easy out of the middle. The Lions toying with Sydney, and that does it here at the SCG. It has been some performance from Brisbane. Haven't they turned their season around in the last month or so? Some display at the SCG. They've taken it to Sydney in some style. 18 goals, 8, 116 to 8 goals, 7, 55. It was tight and tense for the most part, but the Lions put the foot down